How's it going, crew? This is HappyDays, and welcome to another episode of the Feature Series, where each week we take another look at an NPC and explore how to spawn them, all the items in their inventory, and if there's any secret tips or tricks that the NPC has. As always, this is a series very much guided by you, the subscribers, so I always ask what you'd like to see next, and I get a bit of a feel for what the most popular one is. And this week in the Golden Coin Room is the Merchant NPC, which is an NPC you can get quite early in the game. So, let's explore his inventory and get started. Okay, so to spawn the Merchant in your world, all you need to do is accumulate 50 silver. If you're playing on a multiplayer server, you only need to have 50 silver amongst all the players. So he's actually not too hard to get, and by the time you've opened a few chests, you'll usually have him spawned. The first thing I want to look at is an item that I've started using more lately, and it's the rope. It has +2 range, which is awesome, but it's something that I've started using a lot in my early game, and it goes with the mining helmet as well, which costs 8 gold. I'm going to pick one up, but I don't expect you to buy one straight away in the game. So let's have a look at how you would use these. Okay, so when I used to make a new world in Terraria, and obviously I'm using endgame gear, so I'm going to dig a bit faster here, but I always make a elevator straight away. Now, obviously you dig straight down, and that's fantastic, and, everyone's happy. Now, I've recently found out that rope is a fantastic thing to use when you're starting your elevator. I always used to use platforms, so I don't know. I've been playing Terraria for a long time, so maybe it was platforms before rope came in, or maybe I was just being a noob. Who knows? But rope is a really quick way to ascend and descend once you've started making your elevator. You can even mine while you're using rope and place torches and things like that. So, really useful item to get, and it's super cheap. Now, the reason I got the mining helmet is because if you're playing a miner class character, it's something you can get really early in the game, the mining set. So let's go take a look at how you do that. So if you're looking to farm undead miners early in the game, basically all you need is some lava, which you can make with 3 iron bars, and you just need to get to the underground layer, or sorry, not the underground, the cavern layer. And I was picking up some depth meters just from the bats that were flying into these traps. So basically, I know I'm using yellow torches and I've got wings on, but really you could do this very early in the game, pick up the mining set and really start the game off strong. Even the water candles are achievable because you can sneak into the top layers of the dungeon early on in the game and actually pick them up. So, yeah, I'm actually interested to try this in a playthrough myself and get the mining set straight away in the game and really start out strong. I think it'd be pretty cool, and a really cool challenge, especially if you were playing a mining character. Okay, the next super powerful items that the merchant sells is the Piggy Bank and the safe. And these are storage items, but they have some very interesting properties that we're going to look at now. Okay, here we are with a brand new fluffy character that's got their lovely copper tools, and they're going to dig up this tree. They're going to chop it down, and it's going to take 5 years because copper tools suck. And then they're going to open their piggy bank and put in their precious acorns, and that's great. And then this character, and I called him Goku because he's got spiky hair and it looks like some sort of, Saiyan or something like that. Now, the cool thing about the piggy bank and the safe is that they're linked. So if you have more than one, you can access the same inventory even though it's not the same piggy bank. So if you're going on your adventures, you're like exploring, and you're finding all these rare trees, and you're chopping the wood, but then you're worried about a killer slime about to eat your face off or something like that, which is scary, I understand. So you put your piggy bank down, and you can save all those precious acorns and woods you've been finding. So it's a really useful method of doubling your inventory space effectively. Now, the safe can't be purchased until you've beaten Skeletron, but it serves the same purpose. So I guess to that effect you could triple your inventory space. Unless you're like me that forgets to bring along the piggy bank sometimes. So yeah, really cool feature of it. I only learned it recently in the last few months, but I love it. Now for the next item we're going to look at, we actually had to set the date on our computer to October 31st, which is Halloween. And during Halloween you can buy an item called the Sickle from the merchant. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've never heard of this item before. It's pretty cool though. So when you've got it equipped, if you use it on grass, it actually collects hay. Now hay is kind of cool because it's actually a building material. So you can build walls and blocks with it and all that good stuff. The cool thing is, though, that it can't be corrupted or hallowed or crimsoned or any of those other, things you want to say. So because it grows from grass, it's effectively, renewable forever. And yeah, you can make tons of it. So basically with hay, you can just sort of place it wherever you want. It looks kind of cool. You can make like hay bales in your land. It's like a bunny in a slime costume because it's Halloween. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Focus, Happy. Focus. And you can also make the hay walls as well. Not like hay wall. So yeah, it's like pretty cool. So if you're making like a barn character... Not a barn character. If you're making a barn in your world, it would be kind of cool. Like, say you wanted to... I don't know... If you like animals and you wanted to trap some in a barn or something like that. Isn't this the most beautiful design ever? I'm just amazed at what I've been able to create while I've been talking to you. I'm so sorry. But it's really cool. Okay, the next item is another one I actually haven't used before myself, but it's the disco ball. And it's pretty cool, and it actually seems to me something more that the party girl should sell. Anyway, for the best effect, you actually need to go somewhere dark with it. So we're actually going to go, we've got a living tree right nearby here, so let's go down into the depths of the living tree. So what happens is when you put it up in a dark room, it actually uses a pulsating effect. So you can see it's actually making the whole room have a kind of cool glow effect to it. And I kind of like it. The reason a lot of people may not think it works that well is if you've got torches around it, it kind of dispels the effect of it. So you really need it in a kind of dark room. I reckon it'd look really cool in like obsidian dungeon sort of things. Even though a bright crystal ball, disco ball, probably doesn't go with a dungeon, but hey, you know what I mean. Okay, the next thing we're going to have a look at is the gold dust that the merchant sells. And basically it's used for two things. You can make a potion with it and you can make bullets with it. The first thing you can make with it is golden bullets. And you only need 1 magic dust and 50 empty bullets to make golden bullets. And the other thing you can do is at an imbuing station, you can make a flask of gold with a bottled water and 5 golden dust. So it's not expensive to make them. When you actually use them, it gives you the gold. I think it's called Midas on the wiki. And what it means is anytime you hit a monster, a mob, an enemy with a melee attack, you inflict the Midas buff. Okay, so we found some mobs. And when you hit them with a melee attack, you can see that their heads are glowing yellow. Basically, they've been infected with the Midas debuff, and it makes mobs drop more coins when you kill them. It's got a 10 to 50% chance, and it lasts for 15 minutes, which is actually really, really good. And this is one time where I'm actually going to say, you know what, if you don't like farming, and I know my channel's very heavy about farming, but if you were the type of player that's just like, I just want to play the game, I don't really care about farming, I can't recommend the Midas potion highly enough. Because it lasts for 15 minutes of gameplay, and you can see it's working on nearly every mob that I'm hitting. And and over time, so if you've used this, most of the time, you're going to be getting all these extra coins. So rather than making a money farm, you could just be using Midas potions all the time. It works the same with the... Please don't die. It works the same with the gun. And every bullet you fire will inflict it as well. I've only got the flintlock pistol, that's why it sucks so much. I just wanted to demonstrate quickly. So yeah, so if you don't like farming, I can't recommend this enough. Get your Midas Flask today. Okay, and one of the last things we're going to look at from the merchant NPC is the bug net, and I've bought lots of them now. And bug nets for catching bugs, obviously, but apparently, and I was looking on the wiki, there's some trick where on a new moon, which is when you can't see the moon in the sky, apparently swarms of fireflies will appear around your base. And I had a quick play around with it, but I couldn't get it to consistently work, so that's why I haven't shown it on the video, because I don't want to be like, hey guys, check this out, and then there's just like one firefly and everyone's like, fail. So yeah, so if anyone knows more about this, or you know how to get lots of fireflies to spawn, leave a comment. It's something I'm going to investigate more myself, because it would be very cool. Fireflies make excellent bait. And that's a big thank you from me for joining me for another episode of the Feature Series. Don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what NPC you'd like to see featured next week. I've got most of them on screen at the moment, so you can have a quick look around and see which ones we've done. And I will also add their names to the description. Okay, so shout-outs, guys, shout-outs. We've got Andy Bain. He's a Pokemon fan. He's asked me to say, who's that Pokemon? Which is from, I don't know if it's from every series of Pokemon, but it's definitely from the first few that I watched. And who's that Pokemon? Oh, it's just a pumpkin. And if anyone has made a modded version of Terraria where you can catch some of the creatures and level them up, that would be the best thing ever. Can you imagine having your own Pokemon in Terraria? Oh my god. Oh my god. I was just saying, developers, if you're watching this, which, you know, why would they be watching my show? Well, maybe they do. Hi, if you are. Can you make Pokemon in this? That'd be awesome. Alright, Suspicious Windmills has asked me to say flip-flops 10 times really fast. So, flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flops, flip-flop, flip... Nah, messed it up. Messed it up. It's hard to do these. Oh my gosh. Sugar Salt Gaming's asked me to say ice hockey is so much better than football. But what if you put them both together and played ice hockey ball? Ice hockey ball? Ice soccer ball? Oh my gosh, it could be the best new game ever, although we'd need a very hard ball, because it would puncture very easily. And Ashton Gray has asked me to say rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber... You guys try and say it. It's rubber baby buggy bumper. Really fast. Alright, you ready? Let's go. Rubber baby buggy bunker, rubber baby... Oh, I can't do it. Oh my gosh, there's our amazing hay design again too. Alright guys, thanks as always for watching. Leave that like button, it makes me really happy. And if you've enjoyed this, it takes a second to click it and it puts a smile on my dial. Leave a comment, let me know which NPC you want to see next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, but you've been watching this channel, I recommend you do, because we're about to do our 20,000 subscriber giveaway special, and it's only open to subscribers, so recommend you subscribe. Thank you so much for helping us get to 20,000. I mean, we're not quite there yet. I think we're a few hundred off still, but it's going to happen soon. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. We're going to have a big party, guys. Cookies for everyone. Alright guys, stay happy. It's HappyDays signing out, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And you can see that the Ice Golem's doing a bit of a dance here to his rave disco tunes, and his fireworks are going everywhere here, and he's having a great time.